What is going on, Raiders? Soda Dragon here. Welcome, and I hope you guys are doing well. So what have I got for you guys today? The topic of what are the best dungeon stages to grind. If you guys have been playing a while, you might know this, but we're always getting a new influx of players, so I just decided to throw this information out there just in case you don't know it. So what stages should you grind in your dungeons? More specifically, we're talking about Ice Golems, Peak here, Spider's Den, Fire Knight, and the Dragon's Lair. Well, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So the first question we'll look at today is, what are the best stages to grind for if you're trying to upgrade your gear? That is, get better gear. So that's going to be the first thing we'll look at today. The second thing we'll look at today are what are the best stages to grind for if we're trying to win tournaments. That is, get as many points as possible. Another question, which I'm going to save for another video, is what are the best stages to grind for if you're trying to win a CVC event? So all that CVC stuff I'm going to save for a separate video. All right, guys. So first up, what are the best stages to grind for if you're trying to upgrade your gear? Now we need to separate this into two categories. Don't worry, guys, this is not going to be complicated. The first category here are people who don't care about energy and have access to potentially unlimited energy, meaning they're willing to pay for it. So they're not waiting on their energy to like recharge or anything like that. They're willing to pay either for energy directly or use gems or whatever. All they want is the stage that gets them the best gear, period. They don't care about energy costs. So if this is you, then your best bet to get the best gear possible, regardless of the energy costs, is stage 25s of your dungeons. You get the highest chance for 6-star gear on stage 25s, and you get the highest chance of legendary gear. So if you don't care about the energy, farm stage 25s for the best chance to get the best gear. On the other hand, if energy efficiency is an issue for you, like most of us, then it's going to be a toss-up between stages 24 and 25. Stage 25 gives you the best chance at the best gear, but you're not able to run it as much because it costs 2 more energy. Whereas stage 24 gives you more gear, period, because you're able to run it more. So if you're looking for both quantity and quality of gear, I would say run stage 24. That will get you the most pieces with a very good chance of those being good pieces. But on the other hand, if you want the absolute best pieces, even with limited energy, stage 25 is going to be your best bet. So if you're like a mid-game player and you're not like swapped with gear and doing gear cleanses like every other week, then yeah, run stage 24s. You get the quality and the quantity there. On the other hand, if you're really endgame like me and you don't have a lot of space in your artifact storage, then yeah, you don't want quantity, you want quality. Really only the best pieces. And once again, even with limited energy, I will run stage 25s because I don't want a ton of gear. I just want the best gear. All right, guys, next up, let's talk about dungeon tournaments like you see this Fire Knight tournament happening right now. What are the best stages to grind for to get the most points for the tournament? Well, if you don't really care about the gear, then your best bet is going to be stage 20s. Yes, stage 20s. Those will get you the most tournament points per energy spent. But now let's say you kind of care about the gear, but at the same time you want to get as many tournament points as possible. In that case, it's going to be stage 24s that are your best bet. So once again, if you don't care about gear and all you want are tournament points, you're going to run stage 20s. But if you want gear and points, your best choice are stage 24s. And lastly, guys, let's talk about what are the best stages to get our Dungeon Diver points. Man, that Summoner Rush portal is kind of looking like Sauron. What do you guys think? This one might surprise you guys, but the best stage for getting those Dungeon Divers points is stage 16. Yes, stage 16. But that being said, it is so close to stage 20 that you're probably better off running stage 20 because you might get some good pieces of gear from stage 20. And the points that you're gaining are really, really close to stage 16. But if you want the absolute best points per energy spent, it is stage 16. But as I mentioned, I would recommend stage 20s though. You get really close to the points and you might get some good gear. All right, guys, that is it. So hopefully today you learned something that you didn't know before. And you CVC guys out there, don't worry, I didn't forget about you. I will be publishing videos on the best ways to get your CVC wins. And if you guys haven't yet, like, subscribe, and share, turn on all notifications, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.